Welcome back to the channel. Steven bought a 1995 Chevrolet Silverado extended cab long bed for a shop truck. We got to get this thing running right. He got it for a steal because it runs like trash. I actually have saved quite a few parts from the dually build, including the grill and the front bumper, which we're going to replace. This truck's seen some damage over its lifespan, and it's got about 230,000 miles on it. Other than the front fenders being kind of smashed up and a little bit of body damage, it's pretty straight. But we found out something real interesting about this truck. It's got a window tag like it was on the interstate. The window's rolled down right now. And yesterday, Steven's son Ethan washed the truck, but right here there was like some yellow writing with like a date stamped on it. We were like, what the heck is that? And then we kind of put two and two together and like, oh, this truck was broke down on the side of the road, and the sheriff's office came and put a tag on it saying, get this thing off the interstate. So what we figured happened was they found a receipt for a radiator and some hoses. We're thinking all this rust stainage is from the radiator blowing out. So we got a new radiator in here. Fella put in a distributor, and Steven was going through and just trying to see what was going on with it because it was running rough. And if you see right in here, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but spark plug wire was sitting on the header. We threw my coil on it yesterday because I have a couple of spare coils from the dually, and it cleaned it up a little bit, but as you can see, we took the tires off. We got to get some new tires on it because they're not holding air. We're gonna take this thing around the block, show you guys how this is running, and we're gonna get it running right. Yeah, modern gas cans are trash. You want a funnel?
I'm almost there.
We got to make sure we got good gas in there. The guy that we bought it from said that he had ethanol-free gas, so, or non-ethanol, right?
Yeah.
Non-ethanol in there.
He said there was about 5 gallons on it, but I don't know if I trust anything.
Yeah, pretty sure the fuel gauge is like, it just goes wonky.
Yeah.
Like, it'll fire up. That fuel gauge is pegged. We have no idea what our oil pressure is. It does look like the volts work and the coolant temp sensor works. But as you can hear right now, it runs pretty smooth. It just starts losing power right about there. While we're waiting on Megan to come back with the tires, we're gonna go ahead and swap out this grill and bumper. Those of you that know OBSs know this is the 88 to 94 grill. That's the 95 to 98 grill. They should interchange, and the only difference will really be the side markers. I believe the one on the 95 and up are wider, and they fill that gap between the body and the headlight. So he'll have to get some new side markers, which isn't a big deal. But this bumper's also pretty smashed up, so we got a nice clean one for him right here. Also, let me show you guys the interior of this truck. So when Ethan cleaned it yesterday, he did the interior, and man, for this being a nearly 30-year-old truck, its interior looks pretty daggone good. Other than, you know, like the glove box and the massive holes in the dash over there, and the gauges don't really work right, and the window switches, door locks are hanging out over there, and the carpet's stained, and the seats kind of got some tears and stuff in it. But other than that, it looks really good.
This is not the recommended tool for this job, viewers.
It's not, but it works. All right, here, I'll take this over here. You want to take this valance off, or? Over here fitting this grill on, and just found out that the 88 to 94 grill is a little bit shorter than the 95 to 98. Never done that before. I figured I had this laying around, and we had to take the grill off anyway to swap it, but I guess we got to put this broken grill back on. But at least you'll have a nice bumper.
Yeah, bumper is positive.
Yeah.
How many times we say that?
Yeah. All right. Woo! I have those LED taillights too. The one of the sides is like, it's chipped. But, I mean, they work.
I remember when you chipped it.
Man, that looks a lot better, dude. Well, man, that's just an improvement right there. So Megan's still trying to get his tires on, but we got to start working on this truck. So let's go ahead and fire it up. Do you want to go ahead and swap the starter? Yeah, listen to it. It's really struggling. Did you put a voltmeter on the battery?
I have not.
Oh, is that 10 volts?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no, now it says 12.
Well, this terminal's a little loose.
Yeah, it says 12.4.
All right, so the battery's good. Yeah, there, I got it. My favorite tool, man. Yeah, so like I said, we already got a starter, so we might as well swap it out. The takeoff from Cookie Monster, I ended up getting a high torque small one, but this one should just be a stock, you know, brick starter. So Steven just took off the mini starter. This is really light.
Yeah, this is not.
In replace for the 50-pound brick. You want a jack stand to put that thing on while you?
Okay. I need a good arm pump.
Yeah, dude, that'll give it to you, that's for sure. Got the new tires. Heck yeah, all right. Let's see what we got. General Grabbers. All right. This one's been through it right here. Can't beat the price. Well, I'm one of three today. I brought the bumper, the grill, and the starter, and only the bumper fit. I guess that starter was too big, and we got to have a smaller starter for this truck, even though that starter came off of a 1988 350. So cool, cool, cool. At least it works. I'm just glad it works. Starters are getting expensive. Actually, like everything is. It's tired. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to get a new starter. Oh. All right. Check this out though. Freaking power windows work. That's awesome, man.
Look at that turd.
Yeah. Just got that one on the road.
As soon as I give it gas, it just wants to die.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's not running.
It's gonna be a very short trip.
Yeah. I mean, you're like giving it the beans right now, and it ain't going nowhere. You want to pull it in the shop and get out of the sun?
Yeah, for sure.
That's one of Steven's customers' cars. This dude's name is Mickey Laurie, and he actually founded Total Performance. He told me he was in the Hot Rod Hall of Fame, but that was the company right there. And they used to make these bodies. And this is an all steel body. This was the very last one the company made before they sold to Speedway Motors. So it's in here for some touch-up work. Steven's already done a few things on it because Mickey actually drives this thing, and it's been in the wall a couple times and it's had some issues, but this thing's sweet, man. You gonna move it up or you wanna move it out?
Actually, I think I'm gonna move it up just in case anything goes wrong with that truck today and I can't get it out of the shop. I don't
Okay.
want this house out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Sounds good. It's funny, I feel like most people would want to see us work on this.
Yeah.
But we're like working on this 95 freaking extended cab long bed. All right, so let me tell you guys what I think it is. I think it is a bad fuel pump. We got this super cheap fuel pressure tester from Harbor Freight. We're gonna put it in line at the filter, see what kind of PSI we're getting. This is the TBI system, so I think it should have around 11 to 12 PSI of fuel pressure. we got a little gas leaking down there. Can you rev it a little bit? We're at 5 PSI. Supposed to be at 11 or 12.
That's no good.
Yeah, that's definitely a fuel pump. Yep. You got, well, it's supposed to be 8 18mm bolts that hold the bed on through the frame. And this one only has 6. So I think what we're gonna do is just pick this bed up and scoot it back. You also have to take your filler neck off.
Let me disconnect the wires, the tail light wires and stuff.
You got that 4x4? Yeah, brother. Ready? Yep. I don't know.
There's a bolt in it, John.
What?
This bolt's in it.
What bolt?
The back, that bolt.
I thought it was out.
That one wasn't in.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'll do it, man. Just kidding. This one had 7 bolts holding it in. I looked at the wrong hole. That's what it was.
Well, you know.
Oops.
That's funny.
So there's a 4x4 over there.
Yep.
Oh, that you already got.
Hey, put it back down on the... Oh, there we go. Woo! All right. Come on in here, fellers and fellettes. So what we're gonna do is there's a ring that holds this whole assembly in. So on this assembly is gonna be your fuel sending unit, your fuel pump, and pickup tube and all that stuff return. We're gonna take all these off. We're gonna spin that lock ring off. You just take a flathead screwdriver, I believe that's it right there. You knock on it and it spins, and then it'll loosen this up. And we have our Master Pro replacement right here. This will probably give you a better idea on what I'm talking about. Oh geez. See, there's our unit right there. So we'll pop that one out, plop this one in, and this sucker will be back on the road, hopefully.
Yeah.
Human jack stand.
Okay, it's off. I just had a little bit let it go. Oh.
Daggum. That is disintegrated, dude. Holy cow, look at that. Well, there's your problem.
Now look, the hose is split.
Oh yeah, dude, so it was just shooting fuel back into the tank. Heck yeah. Safety precautions right here. All right.
Well, there's a little junk down there, but nothing that really can.
It's probably from that filter that fell apart.
Yeah.
So much easier this way than dropping the tank.
Yeah. Thing though.
Still only saying it's still only saying 5 PSI. That's weird. Now we're climbing.
Gas gauge works.
Gas gauge works? Sure does. Look at that. Oh yeah, we're climbing now. Heck yeah, we're at 10.
Dude, it's good.
Yeah, I literally think that was it. Just a bad fuel pump. We're still like slowly climbing, so we're just over 10, or we're right at 10. Yeah, buddy. Dadgum, this thing's sounding real strong. I had a feeling that's what it was going to be. Still haven't test driven it yet. I got to take off this fuel pressure test kit. Actually, let's go under here. I want to show you guys what this looks like. This kit's really straightforward. It comes with this adapter that plugs in line from the fuel filter. So I decided to go after the fuel filter to see what pressure we were getting at the throttle body. And then it just has a hose that's attached to your gauge there, and that's it. We don't have a new fuel filter. Forgot to get one of those. I actually probably have one at the house, but we are going to replace that because, hey, new fuel pump, might as well, right? And then, yeah, that kit comes in this neat little carrying case. It's awesome, man. These fuel pumps are pretty cheap. I mean, I think he said the fuel sending unit was like 70 bucks with the pump, and if you're just doing the pump, it's like 30 bucks or whatever. But still, it's like you don't want to waste your time pulling the bed off and doing all that work if that's not the issue. Also, he's going to go ahead and put on new plugs and wires before we take this thing back out on the road. We did find that this side is all Autolite plugs and that side's all AC Delco. So, and they all look pretty dang old, man. And of course, new wires too. So I think I said this, the previous owner put in a new distributor. I think he thought that was the issue that was going on here. It ended up being a fuel pump. And the cap and rotor looked great, but some of the wires are burnt because they were sitting on the manifolds and all that stuff. So give us a couple minutes. We're going to take this thing back out and see if she does some burnouts. Something tells me you're not afraid to do a burnout in this truck, man. I don't know what it is. It's just something tells me that. Dang, this fuel, dude, is like varnish. Like I could smell it.
Yeah, I wonder if I should put like $50 worth of 93 in it just to
I would.
kickstart it up a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like I got gas dripping on me. My shoulder's on fire. Woo! No?
Well, I mean, I have one of mine that's large.
I could probably squeeze into that. I don't think it's gonna. Thanks. I don't think it's gonna make it through the day though.
I heard the woo!
Yeah.
I looked up and you're yanking your shirt off.
Oh, dude, my gas is all in my armpit.
Well, now that's got fuel
Burning,
pressure,
yeah. As y'all just saw, I got gas all over my shirt and it started to burn my skin, so I had to take it off. I'm Megan today. She's letting me wear her shop shirt. I think we got this thing buttoned up, man.
Yeah, let's go for a
Let's
ride.
fire it up.
Watch it not start.
Yeah, watch it not start at all. Can you pop the hood real quick? I didn't mean to close it. A lot of those exhaust leaks cleared up. So when he was doing the plugs, he noticed a lot of them were finger tight.
Sounds a lot better.
That sounds a lot better. I think you had some compression escaping the cylinder through the plugs. We could probably idle this down now, right? Oh, listen to that, dude. That sounds awesome. Let's take this thing around the block. Oh, dude, that's like a brand new truck.
It actually moves.
Yeah. We haven't had it over 15 miles an hour. Now we can see how the transmission feels. A chirp into second?
Jesus.
Dadgum. Did he put a shift kit in here?
Wow.
All right, it's definitely got to replace those donuts in the exhaust manifolds. They're leaking. Dude, the transmission feels solid.
It like takes these bumps like a champ.
Yeah.
Speedometer even works.
Yeah, I guess the only thing you're down to is the oil pressure gauge.
And some gas. I need some gas.
Yeah, let's go put some like high octane in this sucker. Stopped at the local Sunoco. They got these 24-ounce sodas here. That's freaking awesome. You got premium in it, right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Let's drive this thing around to see if it does any better. Oh, dude, that starter. That starter is not good. Boom, we even got the cup holders. We need some like right here though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not really digging that.
Yeah. I knew it would be a good buy. we looked at it a couple days ago. We took the dually out. I'll drop a picture of the dually towing this thing. But it was like an hour away from us. And we were kind of going over it, looking around. And I was like, dude, this thing is like solid. I don't think you were sold on it. I think you're a little worried about it.
I was a little worried.
But he fired it up and it ran smooth. It didn't have any guts when you put the gas down.
And the seller told me it would make an hour drive.
No, I wouldn't have made it.
No.
You wouldn't have made it down the road. I'm glad we put it on the trailer. All right, let's see what she does, man. 60. There's overdrive. Look, cruising at 70 right there, man.
Not too bad.
How's the alignment? Oh, that drives straight, dude. Dude, this is awesome. Now all she needs is some tires and a starter and you're good.
Yeah, probably an oil change.
Yeah, well that too. All the basic maintenance stuff,
Yeah.
you know? Perfect, man. That's exactly that's like the test drive you want right there. That is awesome. All right, we got to get back to the shop. Lauren's going to drop the kids off. She's got to go to work. That's pretty much all we're doing with this thing today, right?
Yeah.
Well, of course, we were literally just about to wrap this video up. Steven hit the gas and it started sputtering. And we remembered the coil on this thing looks like it's original. And like when the guy replaced the distributor, but he didn't replace anything else around it. So we put one of my coils on because, you know, I got an extra one with me all the time. And it cleared up a lot of stuff. So I think we should swing by the parts store and grab a coil. I don't have a coil with me. There's one in the dually.
There's always one in the dually.
Perfect timing. Oh, she died. Oh man, perfect timing for that. Will it start back up? Yeah, it's definitely missing now, dude. All right, let's get a coil. See if that cleans it up, man.
Well, let's throw the dually coil on them.
Yeah, we can. OBS's always have other plans. All right, let's see. Just throw this one on real quick. Does it?
Sure, just burning off.
I'm sure, like, it's probably like the new wires and the.
God, leave.
Is that hot?
Yeah.
Do you want some gloves or something?
Yeah.
I might disconnect the EGR valve too. Let's do one thing at a time. Yep. Bet you that's what it was.
You take it for a drive?
Yeah. That seemed like it was better.
Yeah.
I don't hear no popping or hesitating. Oh, that 1-2 shift, man. started doing it again with a new coil. Well, I do think we need a new fuel filter, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Because I think since the pickup came apart, that fuel filter's probably clogged. I would definitely get a new coil. See if it runs better without the EGR. Now that we disconnected that, you want to take it back around the block? Hey, look at that. Working on the railroad tracks over here. Another thing. Yeah, I'd say let's get a fuel filter, a new coil, call it good because you got a new distributor, you got new plugs, you got new wires, you got a new fuel pump.
It's definitely running good enough.
Yeah, it's running good enough. That's right. There it is. All right, we're going to rebuild the fuel system with the Select High Mileage Fuel System Cleaner. So we do know we have non-ethanol fuel in there right now. He did just put some premium in there. But, you know, these injectors could be clogged up. I do have a couple of new ones in the bed of my truck for this truck. Look at that freaking thing, bro. Where'd you come from? Get out of here. Get.
Florida problems.
Yeah, dude. It's coming out of nowhere. Honestly, it doesn't surprise me when you saw where this truck came from.
Right.
So disconnected the EGR valve. It's still kind of acting up a little bit. Got a new fuel filter for it, but there could just be bad gas in here trying to clean itself out. So we're gonna throw a new coil on, new filter. He's gonna do an oil change to get this thing dialed in. But I think this is good enough to cruise around town. Right, like we were saying, it's like 1,000 times better than what it was, right?
I mean, you can actually drive it, you know, it's actually drivable.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's way better than what we started with
Absolutely.
for not much money.
That's right, man. So don't be afraid to buy an old truck to drive around, because this thing's gonna be perfect to put the dirt bikes in the back. It's a great shop truck. And of course, you know, we got some plans for it. We're gonna work on this a little bit and maybe make it look a little nicer than what it is. It all depends on what he wants to do.
No, it's going to get a new fender.
Yeah, man. But anyway, guys and gals, like I said, don't be afraid to buy old junk and drive it around. If you enjoyed watching this video, why don't you check this one out over here? Or if you want to see some of the show coverage I do, why don't you check this one out over there? Or if you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be freaking awesome. As always, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next video. All right, let's get this knocked out.